Yo, welcome to Urban Gameplay Review. Matt Pepper bringing that heated, in-depth review. Yo, what's good peeps? Today we're going to be reviewing Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I suppose I can provide my personal opinion on whether the game is worth buying or not, and whether it lives up to the hype. Before playing this game, some of the questions I asked myself is, will this title save the Wii U from a disappointing 2015 in terms of top games released, or will it just be a mediocre title that's easily forgotten? For those wondering, Xenoblade Chronicles X is an action-packed role-playing game that allows you to visit alien worlds and interact with stunning creatures, all so that you can both try and coexist with them and thus offer a chance of better existence of the humanity as a whole. One thing for sure, the game has definitely surprised me, and initially I did not get a chance to play the previous entry on the original Wii, but I jumped on the bandwagon when I saw how cool some of the trailers looked for this particular game, and thought that, you know what, let me try out the previous installment of the game to see what all the hype was about. So anyway peeps, let's get into the swing of my review and definitely give you an insight on what I really think about Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's important to know that Xenoblade Chronicles X has a story set in 2054, and two alien races tried to focus on battling for the planet. The government states that there needs to be an evacuation, and you will be part of the Blade Task Force that has to explore a planet called Mera as you try to save mankind. You'll actually be protecting New LA, all while trying to integrate yourself with the planet and its environment. That's just an overview gist of what to expect. The story to me on a whole is pretty deep, and I don't really want to drop too many spoilers, but I have been pretty engaged with the way the story has been unfolding throughout the game. Moving into the gameplay, Xenoblade Chronicles X features an open world structure, and you get to explore the game as you see fit. With most of the map being available from the beginning, you definitely have a real opportunity to go on an exploration inside this game. There's various ways to get around. You can travel on foot, or you can access some large humanoid robots that are almost 4 times larger than the actual player itself. These robots can also fly or transform into vehicles, something that makes them quite useful and versatile, especially in battle. You have to find most of the status pods out there, something that can be very tricky right off the bat, but challenging truly comes from the battle system, which is nicely implemented but quite hard. That shouldn't really be a problem though if you like to focus on engaging enemies, but for those that like to explore the world rather than fight enemies, it can be a little bit tasking. The quest log is nicely implemented here, and the game does seamlessly integrate with the Wii U pad, which is actually used as the information terminal. This is the place where you can access the map, go from one place to another, and even access information from various organisms that you find as you play. While exploration is the main focus, the title does focus a lot on the story as well, and the two do a very good job together, which is more than exciting for sure. Since the game is part of the Xenoblade series, you can find some elements from the previous games, such as the art palettes for example. The story does integrate with the series as well, albeit not being a huge part of it, which might be a little bit disappointing for some of the fans at first. Moving into the positives, as a big Mass Effect fan, I've started to enjoy games that revolve around choices that you make throughout the game, and in Xenoblade I just love the way that your actions and decisions affect the world around you. In addition, for a Wii U title, I must say that the graphics are definitely out of this world, and I find that the original soundtrack to be extremely cool. Finally, as long as I find the exploration from time to time, I do find that the story continues to hold my attention and not become too boring throughout the long explorations. Moving into the negatives, the only flaw that I kind of find for the game is the indication of trying to find items to be collected from certain missions, as it takes a lot of time fighting and exploring to get what you actually need to progress throughout the game. It's not really a negative, but I didn't actually really find this game as a pick up and play. There is quite a lot to learn in terms of moves, and even just to maneuver around the map can sometimes appear overwhelming. I do feel like if you're not into JRPGs, then I don't know whether you would really appreciate the game for what it is. Well, that's just my personal opinion, more than really just a negative. Time for the final verdict, and the time you've all been waiting for to see whether Xenoblade Chronicles X is worth buying. Before we talk about that, let's look at what some of the big reviewers have to say. GameSpot scores a big 8 out of 10 and commend the landscape, whilst also stating that the story is a little bit more on the disappointing side. Personally, I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles X does a great job with the entire game premises and it delivering a wonderful set of ideas. To me, the game is amazing. It provides you with such a huge world to explore, which is visually impressive to say the least. There are lots of customizations and options, a deep battle system and a superb original soundtrack. The game is a very long game but has enough to keep you fully engaged. I feel that all the features are implemented nicely, and even though I've heard many either disappointed with the story or so, I personally find it pretty interesting and definitely offers a great depth of variety. It's a different game when compared to the others in the series, but still a fun one, and it surely provides a lot for potential. The ability to explore a exciting alien open world and coexist with the alien creatures is really nice, but the true benefits definitely come from the overall gameplay experience, which is fun and immersive. If you like real RPG titles, then this is definitely a game that you should own on the Wii U. If you obviously own a Wii U, definitely should be on your radar for most gamers. But as I said before, if you're not really into these type of games, you might struggle to really enjoy this game, because as I said, I personally didn't really find it as a pick up and play title. But anyway peeps, thanks for taking the time out to watch yet again another urban gameplay review video. Let me know in the comments below if you've had the opportunity to play Xenoblade Chronicles X yet, and definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you've not subscribed yet, and until next urban gameplay video, we definitely say peace out peeps.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more cool urban gameplay videos.